The Minnesota Twins earned a wild card spot in 2017, then fell back down to 78-84 last year. A new manager is in place, Rocco Baldelli, with a new vision likely to be aligned with a fairly new front office led by Falvey and Levine. Local fans like to call ownership cheap, but the Twins had a pretty active offseason, notably signing Nelson Cruz, Jonathan Schoop, C.J. Cron and Blake Parker to be pieces of a broader winning equation. The Cleveland Indians look vulnerable as the reigning AL Central champions, due to off-season losses and early season injuries, so the Twins could be quite active at the trade deadline if they're in the race. Byron Buxton and Miguel Sano being healthy and figuring it out would also go a long way to Minnesota making a legit run at the division title this year. But outside of trades, a farm system currently ranked No. 8 in baseball by MLB.com could yield major league contributors this year as well as in the future. With that in mind, these 5 prospects could very well help the Twins as the 2019 season goes along. Mandatory credit: Bryce Hemmelgarn, Minnesota Twins, Getty Images 5. RHP Zach Littell made 8 appearances for the Twins last year, including 2 starts, with a 6.20 ERA, a 6.2 K9 and a 4.9 BB, 9 over 20.1 innings. He has mostly been a starter in the minors, with an uptick in K9 between Double and Triple A last year, 9.1, 8.1 K9 for his minor league career to this point. Little brings 4 solid pitches to the table, with his low 90s fastball and curveball rated as a little above average. His upside is an innings-eating back-end of the rotation starter with good command, since his fit as a bullpen arm is sure to be strained. The Twins are hoping to have Michael Pineda and Martin Perez fill the last 2 spots in the starting rotation when it comes time to need 5 starters. But those spots after Jose Barrios, Jake Odorizzi and Kyle Gibson should be rooted in merit, and if there's any prolonged struggles or injury problems for Pineda and/or Perez, that will open the door for others. If Little pitches well again in AAA, 3.57 ERA, 8.3 K9 last year, he'll enter the conversation. Page 2 Mandatory credit: Cliff Welch, Icon Sports Wire via Getty Images. If the Twins didn't seem set in the outfield, with Eddie Rosario, Byron Buxton and Max Kepler in left, center and right respectively, and Jake Cave in place as a functional extra outfielder, Alex Kirilloff would be higher on this list. As it is, he may make it hard to ignore him when promotion options inevitably land on the radar. Kirilloff lost the entire 2017 season to Tommy John surgery, but between and high ball last year he hit .348 with 20 home runs, 101 RBI, 44 doubles, 296 total bases and a .970 OPS over 570 plate appearances. He's starting this season at AA Pensacola, and on the injured list with a minor wrist issue that has him expected to return sometime in April. But the 21-year-old is proverbially one phone call away from the big leagues, if he's healthy and able to hit well with his move up a level. Kirilloff is number 9 on MLB.com's top 100 prospects entering this season, and Baseball America has him at number 15 on their own list. He has mostly played right field in 2 minor league seasons, but there is thought he could play first base and offer position flexibility. No matter what, if Kirilloff rakes in Double-A, there stands to be a place for him somewhere on the Twins roster this season. Page 3 Use your arrows to browse a mandatory credit: Bryce Hemmelgarn, Minnesota Twins, Getty Images. The 5th overall pick in 2014, now may have to be the time for Gordon, with former No. 1 overall pick Royce Lewis set to make a push to the big leagues within a year or 2. He's still well regarded in prospect rankings, No. 10 among Twins prospects, via MLB.com, but he reached AAA for the first time last year and the results at the plate weren't good. .212, .262, .283 line over 99 games, 410 plate appearances. Gordon, the son of former Major League pitcher Tom Gordon, has conquered Double-A after hitting .333 with a .906 OPS for Chattanooga last year. He's starting this year at AAA Rochester, but a stomach issue has him sidelined at the start. Nick Gordon is on the DL at AAA Rochester with acute gastritis, which is swelling in the lining of the stomach. Dan Hayes at Dan Hayes MLB. April 1, 2019. Gordon is a capable defender at both middle infield positions. He's a solid contact hitter, and even without well-regarded speed in scouting circles, he stole bases at an 80% success rate in 2018, 20 for 25. If he doesn't threaten to make his major league debut this year, he may turn into trade fodder for a deadline reinforcement. Next, 2. Steven Gonsalves. Use your arrows to browse.